Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make a steam train with a fuel cart and a carriage. Plus, as a little bonus at the end of the video, I'll show you how to make a bridge and a tunnel. Please do remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel, and watch until the very end of the video to see where we place our train in our city. This is the amount of space required to make the steam train. And here are all of the materials that we will use throughout the build. First of all, we have to make a set of train tracks for our steam train to sit on. This is really simple. We place two parallel rows of anvils that sit one row apart from each other like this. And then we place an oak slab next to every other anvil, like so. It doesn't really matter where you start, from the beginning or from this block or this block, as long as those oak slabs extend through and then out of the other end of the anvils. And there we go. Simple train tracks. With the train tracks complete, we can now start building the train. 3 rows inwards from the end of the tracks, 1, 2, 3, I'm going to place 2 red terracotta extending up from the ground, remove that first red terracotta like this, and then extend this red terracotta backwards by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Place stone slabs along the left and right sides of the red terracotta and connect together at the back. Then we are going to place an oak trapdoor flipped down on every other stone slab block, like this. They will coincide with where we have placed the oak slabs. Perfect. So next, we are going to place a piston extending in front of the stone slab at the left and right side at the front of the train, and we're going to place a lever in between to push them forward, with a polished black stone button in front of each piston. We are going to do a similar thing at the back, minus the lever. Unless you want to, you can have these jut backwards if you like, but I think that we can even add some polished black stone buttons regardless. Next, grab your green concrete and place 3, 1, 2, 3 green concrete extending up on top of each one of these back 2 corners of the train. Join together at the top, extend each one of these blocks forwards by 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, join them together at the top, join the corners down, like this, join together at the bottom, like so, and then next, we are going to add a black stained glass pane on each side for a window, and an oak door here. We could even just add a stone slab as well, just in between the back pair of pistons as well. So next, we are going to add a row of 3, 1, 2, 3 red terracotta extending in front of this empty space here. And we're going to extend this red terracotta up, but more importantly, place green concrete along the side, so the left side, this side here, place either green concrete or red terracotta extending up like this, dark prismarine along the sides of the red terracotta like so. We want to place anvils here and here above each of these trapdoors with a polished black stone button in between. This is on both sides. And then next, towards the front here, we are first of all going to place a polished black stone right here in front of the center terracotta, extend down, left, above, right, and place upside down and regular polished black stone stairs in each one of the corners to form a circle. Extend every single block forwards, actually, not just the polished black stone, but also the stairs as well. And that is the face of the train, for a lack of a better term. We are then also going to place a grey concrete here with a hopper on top, and a bell here on top of this center red terracotta. We then want to place a layer of polished black stone slabs on top of the cabin part of the train. So inside of the train, we are going to remove this red terracotta, place a blast furnace here instead, coal ore in front, spruce trapdoor flipped upwards in front of this, and there we go. That is the actual engine. So that coal would have to be shoveled on into there, and of course that would somehow, through the power of magic, create locomotion. That is the train complete. Now let's make a couple of fuel cars. So first of all, we are going to place a chain extending backwards from this stone slab and a stone slab behind that. Extend the stone slab left and right, and then backwards by 2 rows. 1, 2. Place oak trapdoors flipped down at the ends of each one of these carts, like so, to create wheels. Then place green concrete in a circle around the edge of this, and then inside of the middle we will place a coal ore, and around this we are just going to place black stone slabs, polished blackstone buttons, and maybe even a grey carpet or 2, like so. So that is the actual coal that's being carried along, which will be needed to, of course, fuel the train. A tripwire hook here, just in the middle of the front of the cart and the back. So that is how you make a fuel cart. Feel free to add as many of those as you like. It wouldn't be uncommon to have multiples of these. However, now it's time to show you how to make a carriage. Begin by placing a chain extending backwards from this center stone slab, and then a stone slab behind the chain. Extend left and right, and then backwards by 6 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And fill each of these rows in. We then want to add oak trapdoors starting from the first block in on the left and right sides, every other stone slab block. So just flip them down like so, and that will give us wheels. Place an oak door at the front middle and the front back of the carriage, and add a single row of green concrete along the sides of the carriage like so. Place green concrete left and right of the door like this, and then leave a gap and place green concrete extending along the sides, with black stained glass pane in between the green concretes like so, and there is actually nothing really to add in the carriage. These are more ornamental than anything, but if you did want to, you could add seating. So just from the appearance from the outside, it looks as though that you can actually like sit in this, and that would just be a stair block in between the sets of windows. So from like the outside, it's like, oh look, you can actually sit in it. You can't really sit in it. Anyway, to put the roof on now, we are going to place stone stairs along the length of the carriage on the left and right sides, like so, with stone in between. And lastly, a set of mangrove signs along the side of the carriage, just at the bottom, underneath the windows, above the wheels. And there we go. Perfect. This is the main portion of the tutorial for the train complete. So we have the train itself, we have the fuel car, and we have the carriage. However, here are a couple of things that you may want to implement for yourself that I don't think that everybody will want to have, but some of you might. First of all, we can use cobweb to look like steam is actually coming out of the top of the train. So we can place cobweb in a kind of sparing fashion, kind of like this, and there we go, that's perfect. It just looks like steam is being expelled from the exhaust? Question mark? I'm not a trainologist, so. I will show you how to make a small bridge that we can place the train on, and also the entrance of a tunnel as well. So, the bridge is really simple to make. Place a row of, I would say, at least 6 bricks extending up from the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's important to remember that this can be higher. I wouldn't really make it any shorter, but it can be as high as you like. We would then extend this brick to the right by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then down to the ground, like so. Then, place upside down brick stairs in each one of these corners, and then we can lengthen this to make it as long as we like by extending this 1, 2, 3, 4 rows backwards down to the ground with upside down brick stairs in each of the corners, and then we keep repeating and repeating this process until it is as long as we like. So let's say that we're happy with the length of the bridge as it is. We are going to then place a row of 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stone, extending across from that top row of bricks. Then add a row of bricks along the stone and extend the same brick blocks as we have on that side all the way down to meet the ground, with upside down brick stairs in each of the corners to create another set of archways. We then want to place brick blocks extending up from the vertical rows of bricks with stone brick wall in between, with smooth stone slabs like this across the top to make a wall. And we want to do this on both sides. And there we go, this is what the bridge will look like, or at least on a smaller scale. But learning what we have learned, we are now able to take our bridge and we can replicate it and make it as long or as short as we would like. And we can, of course, build a train on our bridge. Now, one final bit of detail that we can choose to add is a tunnel. So all the way at the end here, or maybe even in front of the train, anywhere along the bridge you like really, we can place a tunnel by destroying the smooth stone slabs on top of one of these brick blocks, and extending these brick blocks up by, I would say, at least 8 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The point of this is to clear the height of the train, like so. We've definitely cleared it. So, upside down brick stairs in between, and then another row of bricks on top, and there we have the shape of a tunnel. So, preferably, we would either have an actual tunnel that goes quite a long distance, or if you're like me, you can just make a faux tunnel entrance/exit by adding a huge wall of, I really like black concrete powder for this, and there we go, it just looks like the entrance for a tunnel, and you can add another row of bricks along the sides if you like to kind of like just reinforce the sides of the tunnel. And in an ideal world, this would then disappear. Like, the back of the tunnel would disappear into, say, like, let me show you. So, preferably, the tunnel would blend into a mountain/hilly area. I've not done a very good job of this, but I kind of just wanted to illustrate the point that we would blend it seamlessly into the environment for the tunnel to make sense. Otherwise, it would be a little bit weird just to have a, you know, just a weird portal-looking thing that the train appears out of. Another cool option as well is to add water at the base of the bridge if you like. I think that that improves things a little bit as well, if you do or don't want to do that. And, well, that's kind of it. I'm out of train ideas now, so there we go. That's it. Tutorial complete. However, this video is not over. We must now add our train into our city. I have a slight dilemma, my friends. The easy option here would just be to add our train to our train tracks, elongate them a little bit, maybe put them somewhere new in the city, and there we go, steam train. Or we can take the whole bridge, tunnel, water idea, and we could make a cool part of the city, maybe somewhere on the outskirts. This could be just kind of like a scenic sort of area, but I don't know where. So I think that the best option for this, in the time being, is just to place it at the edge of the city and wait until we eventually do like a little mini city rework, which is desperately needing to happen. A lot of the parts of the city now are starting to need a bit of infrastructure rehaul, so I think that that's the best option. And that's it. I do hope that you have enjoyed this tutorial. Please do remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel. If you want to build anything else by me, check out the mini city playlist down below in the description. We have so many things for you to add to a Minecraft world that it will keep you busy, possibly indefinitely. I'll show you how to make everything that you've seen on screen thus far, and even stuff that you've not seen. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.